Eagles are magnificent birds known for their predatory lifestyle, amazing eyesight, and majestic appearance. These birds of prey are found all over the world, living in all sorts of habitats. Eagles belong to a family known as Accipitridae, which includes hawks, kites, and the Old World vultures. Some eagles are known to reach massive sizes, with the Steller's sea eagle, for instance, having a maximum wingspan of 2.5 meters or 8 feet and weighing over 10 kilograms or 22 pounds. This makes it one of the largest of all living eagles and possibly the heaviest. Other species, such as the harpy and Philippines eagle, are very close in size and weight. However, these birds are nothing compared to a now extinct species that lived in New Zealand just 600 years ago, the Haast eagle. This bird, also known as the fuller's eagle, lived in the South Island of New Zealand until the 1400s. It's thought that this bird was the origin of the pouākai, a giant mythological bird that fed on humans. If you take a good look at this eagle, it's not exactly hard to see why. The Haast eagle is best known for its massive size and appetite, preying on the giant flightless birds, the moas, with some species of moa weighing over 200 kilograms or 400 pounds. This bird was first scientifically described by Julius von Haast in 1871 from museum specimens. Despite the great size of this eagle, recent genetic studies show that their closest living relative is the Australian little eagle, as both species belong to the same genus. I find this quite funny because at first glance, you'd expect this eagle to be closely related to other large eagles, but instead, it turns out to be the smallest. It's thought that the Haast eagle diverged from these smaller eagles as recently as 1.8 million to 700,000 years ago. If this estimate is correct, its increase in weight by 10 to 15 times is an exceptionally rapid weight increase. This was made possible in part by the presence of large prey and the absence of competition from other large predators, an example of ecological release and island gigantism. It is thought to have diverged from the little eagle around 2.2 million years ago. The Haast eagle is one of the largest known true raptors, possibly being even larger than the Andean condor, the largest bird of prey today. Most estimates place females in the range of 10 to 18 kilograms, or 22 to 40 pounds, and males around 9 to 12 kilograms, or 20 to 26 pounds. One source estimates that the largest females could have weighed more than 16 kilograms, or 36 pounds, being heavier than the average beagle. This makes it 40% larger than the largest modern eagles. It had a relatively short wingspan for its size. Old estimates put the wingspan at between 3 and 5 meters, or over 15 feet. However, due to its relatively short wings, more recent estimates put the wingspan at 2.6 meters, or 8 feet, possibly 3 meters or 10 feet. This wingspan is similar if not larger than large eagles today, such as the wedge-tailed eagle and Steller's sea eagle. It's only beaten by the largest vulture species and the wandering albatross, the largest flying bird today. The relatively short wingspan has sometimes led some believing it to be flightless, despite evidence strongly suggesting otherwise. Haast eagles are likely to have hunted within the dense shrubland and forest of New Zealand, somewhat akin to other forest-dwelling raptors like the goshawks or harpy eagle. The sharp talons of the Haast eagle are similar to modern species, suggesting that it used them for hunting and not scavenging. The strong legs and massive flight muscles of these eagles would have enabled these birds to take off with a jumping start from the ground. Despite their great weight, their tail was almost certainly long, measuring 50 centimeters or 20 inches in female specimens, and very broad. The total body length is estimated to have been 1.4 meters or 4 feet in females, with a standing height of approximately 90 centimeters or 2 feet tall or more. Interestingly, cave art depicts this eagle with a pale head, much like the bald eagle. These rock art drawings can still be found in modern-day South Canterbury, near Timaru. Combined with its vulture-like feeding behavior, this might suggest it had a bald head or had shorter feathers on its head than elsewhere on its body. The vast majority of the eagle's diet included flightless birds, such as the giant moa, which were 15 times heavier than the eagle. Its large beak also could be used to rip into the internal organs of its prey, leading to death by blood loss. Due to the absence of other large predators, a Haast eagle could easily feed on a single large kill for several days. A 2021 analysis showed that the bill of Haast eagles was more functionally closer to that of the Andean condor than to that of other eagle species. This is also supported by historic Maori cave art, which depicts these eagles being pale-headed. This also means that it had feeding behaviors more similar to vultures after making a kill, plunging its head into the body cavity to feed on the vital organs of its prey. While there is no definitive physical evidence, it's believed that this eagle was large and powerful enough to prey on humans, becoming a man-eater. Mythological legends, such as the pouākai, seem to also support this, as well as modern species, such as the African crowned eagle, which is known to occasionally prey on small children. Until humans and invasive mammals came along, the only placental land mammals found on the islands of New Zealand were 3 species of bat. Birds occupied all the major niches in New Zealand, with moas functioning as grazing animals similar to large ungulates such as deer or cattle, while the Haast eagle filled the same niche as a large mammalian carnivore. One study estimated the total population of these eagles at 3,000 to 4,500 breeding pairs. Early Maori settlers arrived in New Zealand sometime between 1250 and 1275 AD. They heavily depended on the large flightless birds for food, which the eagle also depended on. Disappearance of prey and competition from humans is what led to the extinction of the Haast eagle. Due to its heavy reliance on large prey such as the giant moa, these eagles became extinct roughly around the same time as their prey. New Zealand was once a bird-dominated island, but now, invasive mammals are taking over, and it's nothing like it once was centuries ago. Well, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it and learned something new, please drop a like and comment. I'd appreciate it. Stay blessed and have an awesome day.